Now, I'm not going to waste your time. How to make any task or activity 10 times more fun, more playful, more exciting to get after, and more motivated, right? How can you be more motivated towards a task that seemed mundane, boring, very menial and tedious, etc.? How can you make a task so much better? So, in this book I just read, it's called Indistractable. I only a little bit through it, but this one chapter really did catch my eye. And what I'll do, I'll put the link of the book in the description if you want to go check it out. But I've just read this one chapter, and it was called Reimagining the Task. And this really, really did stood out to me. It really just opened up a new kind of way to look at things. And I kind of already been looking at things in a sort of way, but it really kind of confirmed what I was usually doing. So when we look at life, when we look at the world, when we look at school, education, work, activities, people, etc., we like to think it's like we get kind of bored and kind of tired of the same old stuff we see on social media. We get tired of the same old menial tasks, same work, same school, etc. But what if we reframe the task? What if we reframed the way that we look at school, education, right? Well, let's start with school, right? Let's reframe that and look at it as, we used to think that, okay, school is something boring, I have to be there, I'm learning subjects I don't give a fuck about, right? And when you look at it like that, of course it's going to be miserable. Of course it's going to be boring and tedious. You're going to feel sluggish waking up in the morning. But how to make it 10 times better and 10 times more fun is to look at it as in a student mindset, to look at it and reimagine it. Look at all the variables that school goes into, and look at it as like I can learn science, I can learn math, I can learn so many things, I can meet new people, I could learn things. When you go at school with a student mindset and reimagine it as like this place to cultivate relationships and to learn new things and to challenge yourself, all of a sudden it seems more fun, it seems more playful, and not like this boring thing that you really just have to do. And when you begin to reimagine your task, let's say for example that you want to go read a book, but all of a sudden, it's boring. You don't really want to read it. You're getting distracted. You'd rather scroll on your phone, whatever, right? You'd rather just do some fuck shit, right? So what you want to do is look at the book that you want to read and start to look at the chapters first of all, like get really familiar with the book, right? And then before you even go into it, begin to be curious. What can I learn here? What will help me move forward? What can challenge me? What is something that I can unlock through this book? And boredom. When we get bored, the cure to boredom is curiosity, but there is no cure to curiosity. But because curiosity motivates us way more than being bored, when we're bored, we want to go grab our phone, we want to go just do whatever, some random task. No, reframe your boredom into curiosity, into being curious, being like, okay, the world is mysterious. Like, look at things like in a mysterious sort of way, like new levels to unlock. When you, for example, if you're in a sports competition, right? When you want to do soccer, football, some sort of fighting competition, look at it in a way to challenge yourself. Don't look at it as a way to like, I have to compete, I have to. It's like, look at it as like, I can win. How can I get better? And how can I learn something here? It's like reframe those types of things. So to be honest, I can kind of better explain this, but when we were kids, right, we used to use our imagination like crazy, imagine scenarios, we used to like play with our toys and like our Legos and like create some crazy scene or something like that. And we forgot about that ability of ours. We forgot that superpower that we used to do when we were young. So we just stopped imagining. Now we just think everything's boring and we have to do adult things. We have to fucking grow up, right? But you can actually take that ability of yours that you had when you were a child and use it right now to make things more fun, make things more enjoyable. So how can you do this, right? When we used to think when we were kids, when we used to play hide and seek, play tag, when we used to play with our friends, when we used to play with our toys, whatever, we used to use our imagination to make it more fun and exciting every single time. Notice how every single time you used to play when you were little, it was never boring. Your mind always found a way to make it more fascinating and fun and enjoyable by using your imagination to reimagine and to break down a task and make it more enjoyable. Do the same thing with your life now. Let's imagine this, right? Self-improvement. Because self-improvement has kind of been like this like regurgitated thing being thrown around. It's really boring now. The whole self-improvement niche, in my opinion, is just kind of boring. Everyone makes the same videos. Everyone makes the same shit over and over and over. And it's instead of looking at it like that, reframe it. And I try to reframe self-improvement to make it more new and fresh for you to kind of digest, so it's not the same regurgitation over and over. I try to give it to you in a new type of way, and that's me reimagining it for you. It's me looking at self-improvement and life in general like a quest, a journey, a mission, something to really chase after, your purpose, your hero's journey, becoming a person you want to be. It's reframing it, reframing self-improvement, reframing the task, reframing the whole idea in general into something more exciting and fun by using your imagination. Use your imagination to make things more fun. And you can use this towards like anything. You can make any task 10 times more enjoyable if you use your imagination. But in order to do this, you need to actually like look at the task and look at all the variables, look at all the things that go into the task. In the book, it mentioned lawn mowing. This one person, he was like, I made lawn mowing 10 times more enjoyable. It's like, who the fuck wants to mow lawns? Who wants to do that? And so what he did was he looked at all the variables, like the weather, the grass, the tools that he needed, and looked at all these variables and made it like a challenge, a game, to break the record for lawn mowing, to mow his grass in a certain amount of time, to make it look really clean and fresh, to make it like a little bit of a game. Make it like a game, make it more fun, make it like a playful activity. And once you look at life in that sort of way, it opens up so many new possibilities to learning skills, leveling up, and this journey in general. This journey just gets more brighter when you can begin to imagine things in your own type of way. And it's not even a delusion either, or an illusion. It's a way for you to motivate yourself to do the tasks, to do those difficult tasks. And I hope you can kind of see me well. Like, I don't know if you like the background or not, but I was reading outside. That's why you kind of see me out here. But yeah, use this method into your life from now on, into reimagining the task to make your task 10 times better. So right now, after this video, when you go into that boring task, that thing that you don't really want to do, hold on to that thing, that task, that activity, and reframe it in your mind. Rekindle it, rekindle the fire, make it something like playful and joyful. And so what the author said was, they called it the imaginary playground. So when you're into your work, imagine like you're going to war. Imagine like you're going to war with your work. Imagine like you're on a quest, you're beating a different level, you're learning new skills, leveling up. That's why it's like I like to gamify self-improvement. I like to gamify self-development. It's just so it's more fun and enjoyable. It's fresh, it's new. And when you begin to make things more fresh and new, you're more motivated. You're more curious about what it entails and what lies in it. So also tune and look at the description. I have a free Discord called the Guild. When I built the Guild, I used this method of the imaginary playground, looking at the Guild, not just like a little online little Discord, but an actual place people come to with different rooms, different chats, a meeting hall, a place for resources and networking, something like that. And when you begin to look at it like that, it becomes more fun, and I want to show up to it more. I want to make it better. I want to invite more people to the Guild, etc. So if you're interested, it's in the link in the description. You can join. And with that, my friend, I hope you like this video. Continue your journey and keep moving forward.